Hello everyone, welcome. This is Shay. Welcome to Feeling Man, and you're at the right spot. If you're someone who believes they have unlimited potential within themselves and they want to explore the idea of being emotionally free, being free to grow as much as you are born to be and become the best version of yourself. If you are on the same mission like me, you're at the right spot. This is Feeling Man. And today, the topic of the video is how do we feed our soul? And why do we need to do that? How do you feed us, our souls? And do we need to do that? Why do we need to do that? I'll start with the story, okay? The story is from an Indian village. Or as you can tell, I'm from India. In India, there's a lot of poor people, right? So this story, there's two beggars, okay? On the two corners of a street in a village. It's a really small village. So there's not much room for competition. The business is tight. So they basically don't get along. They hate each other because they're competing with each other. Now there are two interesting beggars. One is completely blind. He cannot see, but he's got an able body to move. And the other one has perfect vision and is really perceptive, but it doesn't have legs. It's crippled. So they both have their own unique selling point for donations. So these two beggars, they don't get along. They have opposite point of views. But one day something magical happens, and tragic happens actually. In the summer, it's really, really hot, and the village catches fire. It's burning, and it's going fast, and the whole village is burning down. Everybody's scared, everybody's running around. And these two beggars, they look at each other. Normally they don't get along, but now they realize that they have to help each other now if they want to get out of this situation. So what they do instead is they come up with a solution. Now seldom opposite point of views clash against each other. But in times of adversity, in times of fear, in times of the heat, when push comes to shove and life pushes us in a corner, we learn how to work those two opposite sides. And these beggars came up with a brilliant idea. One of them, the blind one, asked, who could properly move and was fast, asked the crippled one, who could see but didn't have legs, to come sit on his shoulders and asked him to guide him, his power, his movement, to his vision, and in the right direction, find a safe way out of the village. And that's what they did, and they escaped, and they live happily ever after. That's the story. Now this story is not random. These two beggars, the one, the blind, that cannot move, that moves really fast, and the one that is crippled but can see. These two beggars are like our heart and our mind. The one that cannot see is blind, but moves with intense passion and movement, has the juice of life, is our heart. Okay, without that, we cannot move forward. But it cannot see which direction it's going. But the mind, on the other hand, is the beggar who can see. He can see everything. He knows exactly what to do. He knows the vision. But then he cannot move. He finds himself stuck because he doesn't have legs. Okay, so next time you're stuck in a situation when life gets hard, that's what I've learned in my life, that every time my life gets hard, I'm stuck in a situation where I need to move forward. It's a character building opportunity. Things don't go my way. I lose a contract, a business deal, you lose your job, you break up, somebody dies in your family, you lose a loved one, you're not happy with what you do, you're empty. Whichever thing is happening, your mind seldom tells you all the wrong things and tells you that you're not good enough. And your heart feels the other way around. And there's a constant conflict between our mind and the heart that's going on. And that's just like the two beggars fighting each other. But when adversity hits, when things get tough, that's when the mind and the heart is forced to work together. And I have to basically strengthen my mind and strengthen my heart so they can become strong and learn how to work with each other. Because until that happens, life doesn't make sense. Our personal life is full of conflict, anxiety. It doesn't make sense. And when the world outside doesn't make sense. It only makes sense when things come in alignment. When I somehow feed my heart and feed my mind and make them strong to work them in an alignment and move forward in the direction of who I really am. And I do what I am instead of living a disconnected life. That's where the real joy I found for myself that I'm working on. So if you are someone who's stuck, then maybe there's a need, like me, to learn how to strengthen the mind. The mind gets strengthened for me when I discipline my mind. My mind is always distracted. It always wants to get the easy way out. It's a little thief. So through discipline, through conviction, through focus, I can discipline and strengthen my mind. All right, that's the father energy. And the other part of my heart is actually soft. My heart needs nourishment. The heart needs me speaking nice things to myself, appreciating life, having gratitude. Those things strengthen the heart. And when I can discipline my mind and feed my mind with the right affirmations, the right books, and I can do the hard things in life, working out, waking up early, I can discipline my mind to focus on something. It gets strong. And when I appreciate my heart and I'm kind to myself and others, and encourage myself and become my best cheerleader, then it's how I strengthen my heart. And then when two of these are fully into their own potential, that's how we feed our soul, by feeding our mind and our heart. And when the soul is strong, it knows what it wants. It knows where it's going without any fear. It's faith. And that's what I wish for myself and you guys. So this is how you feed your soul. Because without feeding the soul, life doesn't make sense. We learn how to discipline our mind like a father. And we learn how to nourish our hearts like a mother. And become the best parent we are onto ourselves. And become leaders that other people can follow. So this is Feeding Man. If you're someone who's looking to explore and become emotionally free and get into your full potential and feel the ultimate feel-good confidence and chase your dream and get that confidence and courage, then you're the right spot. We bring in amazing videos like these every Saturday and bring other people on board to talk about the internal world of what it means to be a human being. Till the very next time, thanks for listening. This is Shay signing off. Peace.